Hello, everybody. Man, it's been a wild time here lately. I just wanted to jump in kind of with an out-of-sequence video and tell you about what's going on. For those of you that don't know, I injured my shoulder. I've torn my rotator cuff. I've got some issues with the bursa, which is the cartilage that's in my shoulder. I've got some problems in my neck. At the current time, this muscle that runs across from your neck to the top of your shoulder is really hurting me at the moment. Anyway, I have been out of work. I've been on workman's comp. After I went to the first MRI, the doctor released me for light duty, and I can't lift anything over 5 pounds. Can't lift anything over my head. So Crete had me work at a nonprofit. Here in Murfreesboro, there's not that many of them, so I was able to choose the nonprofit that I work at. And I won't go into that as to which one I chose. I will say that they do an awful lot for helping the community. Everything from teaching people how to cook to teaching languages, whether it be Spanish or English, or they help people get their GEDs. People that their houses have burnt down, they help them get things that you don't even think about, like getting your driver's license and a copy of your marriage license. And they just go real. They're people that are mostly volunteers, and they go through this on a daily basis, and they know how to get what you need. Sometimes it's furniture, sometimes it's food, sometimes it's clothing that you need. Sometimes you need it in a hurry. People that are in crisis for whatever reason, a whole lot of the times they have put me over the food bank. I have experience running businesses. Driving a truck is not what I've done all my life, so I have experience running businesses. And the owners of this particular nonprofit, we have known each other for a couple of decades now, so we know each other well, and they know my past history. They know that I've run businesses. And so they put me in charge of the volunteers that are handing out clothing and food, mainly. I have got a real education on the homeless. They do a deal to where once a month, people that are in need can come in and get food. It's not a whole lot. It's not meant to feed them for the whole month. It's just to provide them some extension onto where their government benefits run out, their EBT or their Social Security, or any, whatever they're on as far as their retirement income or whatever. It's not lasting till the end of the month. And we are seeing more and more and more people that are like you and I, that are retired, or they have, a lot of it is older women that have lost their husband. They're on a very strict, limited income, and they can't make it. They pay all their bills. They literally are to the point to where they're choosing, do I buy food, or do I buy medicine, or do I pay my rent, or do I pay my light bill or phone bill? What is it that I have to do without this month in order to, because the money is not, I can't do this. They're running out of gas. They can't buy gas to even go to the doctor or go to wherever they need to go. So it's not lasting. Some of them are brand new homeless people that I've been talking to. They have lost their apartments. They just don't make enough money And these are not, I'm not talking about drug addicts and alcoholics and people that are just blowing their money. I'm talking about hardworking people. They have jobs. They, even after they're homeless, they still have jobs that they go to. They just don't have a place to live. They can't afford it anymore. The cost of apartments and housing has gone high. The cost of electricity and their water bills and their sewage bills have increased. They just plain cannot make it. Now, these are hardworking American people for the most part. A lot of times you see them at Walmart, you see them everywhere you go. You never know that they were homeless, that they were really, really, really struggling. It is an honor to me to be able to help those people, especially the ones that have jobs, that are trying their best to sometimes what they need is a pair of shoes that are, or a pair of boots that are non-skid. Their employer insists that they can't wear sneakers or they can't wear sandals or whatever to go to work. So the nonprofit that I'm working with, we have donors that donate work boots and work shoes and whatever. It is such a blessing that I'm able to help these people get the clothes they need, get a little bit of food. Like I said, it's not a lot. It's not enough to feed them for the whole month, but it's enough for right now to feed them for a few days, maybe a week or so, and to get them some shoes and some clothes so that they can go to work and can remain productive. Maybe even work themselves in, or to find another less expensive place to stay, or move in with somebody and be able to do that. This company is, or this nonprofit is helping people like that. What we are seeing is we have a national security issue at our southern border. People are coming in by the tens of thousands, and there are mules that are bringing them here. They're bringing them to our city. They're bringing them all over Tennessee, just about every state you can imagine. They are bringing these people. I understand that the whole world wants to be as well off as Americans are. I understand that. That is not the issue here. For decades and decades, America has given money to just about every country in the Caribbean, Central and South America. We have given untold billions of dollars to those countries to help them provide jobs, to provide infrastructure, to create another America wherever they're at. That money has been squandered. Nobody in America has gone down there and checked on the money that we're giving them. And instead, that money has gone into the pockets of the leaders of the country, if you want to call them that. That money has not gone to the people. It has not gone to build infrastructure and build grocery stores and churches and to build farms, to build water lines, sewage lines, and build cities, railways, transportation. That money has not gone to any of that. Those countries are just as poor today and just as ill-equipped to do anything as they were 50 years ago. They're just as poor. And those people down there are desperate. They're hungry. I understand that. I fully understand that. But they are crossing our borders illegally, and they're invading the United States of America. Being somebody that hands out something for free, these mules that are here, they speak English, they speak Spanish. They may speak other languages, so don't just think that these are people from South America or the Caribbean and Latinos. They're not. Let me make that real clear. Some of these are not Latinos. They're not Spanish speakers at all. But they come to our agency, and our agency is a Christian agency that we don't look at color, we don't look at ethnicity, we don't look at national origin. If they're hungry, we feed them. If they need clothes, we clothe them. But we're being overrun. I'm telling you, these people know that they can get food here for free. They can get clothes here for free. They can get whatever for free from not only the agency that I work through, but with other nonprofit agencies and organizations. So these mules go around. They take these people whenever they come into the community. They take these people all around town and all around driving areas, and they will literally load up a truck or a SUV or a van. You can't put any more in there. They have so much clothes, food, and toiletries and hygiene products, and they're just getting them as much as they can get from every agency. They are really, really aggressive whenever they come in and do this. It's starting to be a real issue. So I just wanted to let y'all know that I'm doing my part to try to help people that need help. If there's any way possible that you can donate food or donate clothes or donate anything, bedding is something that's always needed when somebody's house burns down. It's the things that you don't think about that means an awful lot to somebody that has absolutely nothing. They've lost everything in a fire, or through flooding, or they may have just lost their whole apartment or house or wherever it was they were living. All their stuff was thrown out on the street. And every homeless person in the area knew that their stuff got thrown out, and they'll come by and take it all. So these people go from being a normal, productive family one day to having absolutely nothing but the clothes on their back the next day. So please, if you can, donate to these agencies. But please be careful. There are some agencies that are particularly aiding and abetting this invasion that we have coming across our southern border. I don't know how to stop that. I know that I want to be generous. I want to be really helpful, especially to hardworking American people born and raised here in the United States, and people that they're not drug addicts, they're not alcoholics, they're not what you think they are. They're I would say 99.9% of the people that I deal with are hardworking people. Most of them have jobs. A lot of them are looking for jobs. They have lost their job when they lost their car. They lost whatever. They can't even get to a job. So bicycles, if you can donate bicycles to some place that helps homeless people get a bicycle, that bicycle will help them get to a job. So keep that in mind. That's one of the things that you never even think about. But if there's any way possible, you will create a job and help a fellow American by donating an old bicycle. Whether it's working or not working, there's people at these agencies that repair bicycles, and they give them away to homeless people so that they can get a job. Anyway, I hope this helps. I hope it gives you some information about what's really going on in America. Americans, normal, everyday Americans, especially older women that have lost their husbands, oh man, it will bring you to tears to see. I literally have had women, when they leave the door, after I have give them all that I can't give them everything, but all that I can with food and help them with clothes and maybe some other household items that like Tupperware and stuff that we get donated to us. We give it back to them. And literally, I've had them leave in tears that they can't believe that they finally have something to eat. They finally have some clean clothes. They have some laundry detergent. They can feed their dog. Who would think that you can't get dog food and cat food? And, you know, these people, they have animals. They're not, some of them are not homeless. I would say over half of them are not homeless. They just can't make it on the money that they're getting from Social Security and from EBT or whatever other program that the government puts out there. You can't survive on it. So please, if you can, I'm not asking for money. I'm asking, if you buy some groceries, buy a little extra, find something on sale, donate it to one of these places, these food banks that gives out food. If you have clothes that you don't wear anymore, it's still clean and still neat, and somebody could wear it and get a job or go out to work in those clothes, please consider donating them. It really helps. Anyway, that's all I've got to say for today. We got a real problem coming across our southern border. I don't know what the real what the real solution is. I'm trying to say under what's happening currently, but something's got to change, and it's got to change quickly. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you get something out of this. I hope it means something to you. If you have any other questions or any comments, please put them down below. I really enjoy getting your comments. Thanks again, and y'all be safe out on the road.